Welcome. Today we're going deep, deeper than chemistry, deeper than psychology, deeper than relationships. We are talking about the very core of male energy, the sacred power God placed inside all of us, and how it is meant to be used. This is a conversation for men who are ready to grow, men who are tired of the emptiness of PMO. Men who want to rise into higher spiritual power, stronger masculinity, deeper purpose, and greater intimacy with their spouse. The world is loud. Temptations are everywhere. Porn is easily accessible, and intimacy has been cheapened, twisted, and disconnected from its divine purpose. But you're waking up, you're stepping into your power, you're rejecting the counterfeit for the real thing. And today I want to give you 5 powerful reasons why intimacy in marriage, sex within covenant, within love, within unity, is far, far better than PMO. Not just a little better, not just morally better, but energetically better, spiritually better, biologically better, psychologically better, and emotionally better. This is the truth on every level of your being. Let's begin. 1. Real intimacy builds your biology. PMO breaks it. When God designed the male body, he didn't make mistakes. There is intelligence in your biology. There is purpose in your sexual energy. Let's look at what happens during real intimacy with your wife. The chemical symphony. In real intimacy, you experience oxytocin rising from eye contact and touch, dopamine rising from anticipation and pleasure, serotonin rising from bonding and fulfillment, endorphins rising from emotional closeness, prolactin rising to give you satisfaction and calm afterward. This is a balanced, healthy, stable chemical storm. It is like a beautifully orchestrated symphony. When you hold your wife, when she looks into your eyes, and when you kiss her slowly, when you breathe together, your nervous system calms down. Your entire masculine biology says, this is good, this is safe, this is connection, this is home. But with PMO, your biology gets violently hacked. The PMO chemical crash. Porn creates an unnatural dopamine spike, followed by a dopamine crash. No oxytocin because you aren't bonding with a human. No serotonin because you don't feel real connection. No emotional touch. No spiritual presence. It's like drinking 5 energy drinks then collapsing on the floor. Your brain gets used to abnormal stimulation. And this is why men who use porn often feel depressed, unmotivated, tired, socially anxious, unconfident, foggy, emotionally distant, spiritually heavy. Your biology knows the difference between love and lust, between covenant and counterfeit, between connection and consumption. The long-term damage. Over time, PMO weakens your reward system, lowers your sensitivity to real woman, lowers libido, makes intimacy with your wife feel harder, causes erectile issues, increases anxiety, reduces testosterone, and these are scientifically documented effects, but also spiritually observable. God designed sexual energy to be shared in unity, not isolation. PMO tears the body apart. Real intimacy heals it. 2. Intimacy deepens your covenant. PMO weakens it. Marriage is not just a partnership. It is not just companionship. It is not just legal paperwork. Marriage is covenant. Covenant means your spirits bind, your hearts bind, your lives bind, your destinies bind. and your missions bind. And intimacy seals that bond over and over again. Intimacy is spiritual communication. When you hold your wife in your arms, when you connect emotionally and physically, you are speaking a language older than civilization. You are saying, I choose you. I'm here. I'm committed. I'm still yours. We are one. There's a spiritual glue in intimacy. Her soul feels connected. Your soul feels grounded. The marriage becomes stronger. How PMO damages this bond. When PMO enters the picture, the covenant is slowly attacked. Not dramatically, not all at once, but gradually, quietly, subtly. PMO introduces secrets, shame, emotional distance, comparison, unrealistic expectations, spiritual disconnection, and reduced desire for your spouse. Your heart begins to turn away from your wife and toward a digital world of fantasies. The intimacy that should belong to her becomes scattered and broken. Your marriage does not collapse overnight, but brick by brick, the foundation weakens. Covenant requires attention. Intimacy is one of the most powerful ways to repair conflict, restore unity, reset connection, and reaffirm love. Without intimacy, marriage drifts, hearts harden, resentment grows, emotional distance increases. But with intimacy, hearts soften, connection strengthens, unity returns, spiritual presence increases, healing happens. Covenant thrives through connection. PMO thrives through isolation. One builds unity, the other breaks it. 3 is intimacy gives you confidence. PMO destroys it. Let's talk about masculinity. Let's talk about confidence. Let's talk about how a man carries himself. After intimacy with your wife, real intimacy, notice how you feel. You stand taller, you feel grounded, you feel calm, you feel chosen, you feel connected. You feel like a protector, a provider, a man with purpose. This is because intimacy releases chemicals that increase self-esteem, emotional stability, mental clarity, testosterone balance, relaxation, and peace. You feel confident because you are aligned with love, connection, and purpose. PMO steals that masculine energy. After PMO, what do most men feel? Shame, anxiety, fog, weakness, loss of drive, emotional numbness, spiritual confusion, lack of confidence. Porn is a confidence thief. It steals from your mind, it steals from your spirit, it steals from your masculinity. The masculine presence. Women feel masculine presence. Your wife feels it. When you're grounded, disciplined, present, and sexually whole, she feels safe. She feels loved. She feels connected. When PMO enters the picture, your masculine presence dims. You become mentally scattered, emotionally distant, less attentive, less confident, less assertive, less spiritually open. Intimacy strengthens your masculine core. PMO weakens it. 4, intimacy creates life, and PMO creates nothing. This one is powerful. Your sexual energy is creative energy. It is the power to create life itself, the most divine power given to mortal men. Even when you are not trying to have children, intimacy still creates emotional life, spiritual life, relational life, unity, stability, peace in the home, psychological well-being, deeper love. Your sexual energy, when expressed in a healthy, loving way, brings order and blessing into your home. PMO turns creation into wastage. The same energy that could create a child or deepen a marriage is instead thrown away for pixels, fantasies, isolation, shame, and emptiness. There is no creation, no unity, no bonding, no spiritual elevation. PMO turns creation energy into destruction energy, dividing the spirit, confusing the mind, draining the body. Sexual energy stored creates power. When you practice sexual discipline, semen retention, nofap, self-control, your creative energy rises. You feel more focused, more spiritual, more confident, more driven, more disciplined, more able to influence your environment. When you finally share that energy with your spouse in covenant, it becomes a powerful blessing. Intimacy multiplies energy. PMO cancels energy. 5 is intimacy is love. PMO is escape. This is the heart of everything. Intimacy is rooted in love, service, giving, listening, vulnerability, connection, mutual joy, tenderness, passion, and unity. When you are with your wife, you are present emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. It is about both of you. Her pleasure matters, her heart matters, her safety matters, her experience matters. Real intimacy is an exchange of love. PMO is entirely self-focused. PMO is not about connection. It's not about giving. It's not about love. It's not about unity. PMO is always escape. Escape from stress, escape from boredom, escape from loneliness, escape from responsibility, escape from emotions you don't want to face. PMO makes you emotionally avoidant. PMO makes you spiritually numb. And PMO makes you run away instead of leaning in. Growing into emotional strength. Real intimacy requires presence, patience, emotional maturity, vulnerability, communication, service, tenderness, intentionality. These things make you a better man, a better husband, a better father, a better spiritual leader. PMO will never grow you. Intimacy will. Closing. My brother, you are made for something higher than PMO. You are made for covenant. You are made for connection. You are made for unity. You are made for love. Porn is a shadow of intimacy, a romance with emptiness, a trap for spiritual energy, a thief of masculine power. But intimacy with your wife, real intimacy, that is divine. It builds you, it strengthens your marriage, it fills your soul, it deepens your covenant, it aligns your spirit with God, it connects you to purpose, it grounds your masculinity. You are never designed to waste your sexual energy alone. You are designed to share it with your eternal partner, your wife. Let this message strengthen you. Let it clear your mind. Let it raise your standards. Let it awaken your spirit. Let it elevate your masculinity. And let it remind you, you are not meant for counterfeit love. You are meant for the real thing. Stand tall, stay disciplined, stay spiritually awake, honor your marriage, honor your body, honor your wife, and honor God. You are made for greatness, my brother. So that was the script, and I just want to end to share my own thoughts. In this video, I don't mean to encourage like not practicing semen retention when you're in a committed relationship, when you're in a marriage. But this is more to encourage like balance, you know. I think it's important to refrain from releasing, at least sometimes, when you're intimate with your partner, when you're intimate with your wife. But like, it's okay every once in a while, like in moderation, to release that energy with your marriage partner, you know, especially if it's for procreation, you know, especially if it's to make a baby. But I mean, at least that's my personal take. Yeah, I think this is a great script that I was able to come up with from Chat GPT, and hope y'all got some good out of this. Catch y'all on the next video. Y'all take care.